This trip is very special to me because I've been spearfishing my whole life and I've lived near the Bahamas my whole life, but I've never gone spearfishing in the Bahamas, and so this is all new to me.
Wild dolphins? Want to swim wild dolphins?
Yeah, I do.
Dolphin!
We've been in the water for like 30 minutes. Got a couple lobster, but after this we're gonna go in some deeper water, like 50 to 60, and see if we can shoot some fish, and I am pumped. What is that black mark?
What?
What's that black mark?
Oh, like kills them immediately.
Wow. Unlike back home, you are not allowed to use spear guns. You have to use pole spears or Hawaiian slings, which is a little more primitive, and so you have to get a lot closer to the fish.
The first spot we hit was a ledge that went from about 70 to 50 feet deep. Basically, the reef just drops off and fish tend to hang around that area. Once I'm a little further down, probably 30 feet, I see a cabera snapper that looks to be about 5 to 10 pounds. The closer I get, the bigger the fish gets. He was probably closer to 15 pounds, and since he stayed out of range for so long, once I did get close enough, I decided not to take the shot. One of the biggest reasons I didn't shoot was because I didn't have my float line attached. People use float lines or belt reels so that if they do shoot something of size, they can let the pole spear or spear gun go. About 30 minutes later into our drift, I found another cabera snapper. As you saw from the last dive, you can probably tell cabera snapper can be really hard to hunt because they are very cautious. But this one was checking me out and decided to come in for another look. I don't know what happened here, but for some reason my pole spear did not penetrate. I was pretty frustrated, especially since this pole spear has always been slow, so I recently bought a roller attachment which theoretically allows me to shoot further and faster, but that obviously did not work. My friend then calls us over because he shot a fish, and it got rocked up.
He's probably in there, but I mean, yo, hey, the dirt's just kicked up right now. If we give it a second. Was it a good shot? What? Was it a good shot? I mean, he was bleeding.
We probably spent an hour trying to get this fish out, and there were sharks here and there, but they really weren't acting erratic or fired up in any way, which led us to believe that we could safely retrieve this fish. Well, we were wrong. The second I see my friend shoot and see his pole spear shake, I swim down, but it was too late.
What the fuck?
Holy shit, I had no idea.
Bro, let's get out of here.
That could have been really bad because we were about an hour away from the nearest Bahamian hospital and over 3 hours from the United States. So if he got bit where we were, it would not have been good. So needless to say, we moved into some shallower areas. At this point, I switched to my black reef pole spear and attached a float line so that if I saw anything big, I could let it rip and not have to worry as much about my pole spear. And funny enough, the next dive I learned why belt reels are more popular than float lines while spearfishing reefs, and that's because they can create a lot of drag. I see a nice dog snapper, but he's up current, so as I swim to him, my float line is dragging behind me on the surface. So I had to swim twice as hard, and by the time I got in range, he was back in the hole. So now, at this point, we've been diving 3 or 4 hours, and I haven't seen a single shooter hogfish, which is just absolutely insane. And then I saw a yellowjack and decided I didn't. And then I saw a yellowjack and decided I did not want to go home empty-handed. So I made a shot, and it was a clean whiff. And then about 5 minutes later, a big yellowjack swam by, but I didn't have my GoPro on, and this is all I got. About an hour into our ride home, we found what every outdoorsman would hope to find while crossing the ocean.
Just on the run back, we saw a big pallet of wood, and there's a bunch of dolphin on it, so I'm going to hop in and see if I can shoot a dolphin.
There's not any really really wants it to stand out, but they might show up in a minute. What? What do you see, they're studs? Jack, do me a favor and unclip the GoPro on the, yeah, unclip it.
Yeah, buddy.
Yo, you should just use mine, Chris. Yo, use mine. Hold the GoPro, I'm gonna take this fish off and musky. That was insane. I've shot a couple dolphin with my spear gun, but never with a pull spear. And I think I shot the biggest one in the group. My buddies just hopped in. One of them shot one, and the driver just hopped in to shoot one too. They're both using my pull spear. It's a black reef. It's a nice little pull spear.
And that was a trip. We didn't shoot a whole lot, but it was a great trip with great people. And being able to dive in water that is that clear that was worth it alone. I mean, it was probably well over 100 foot of visibility, which I am not used to. Well, thanks for watching Kooks on Camera. And if you liked the video, make sure to like it and hit subscribe so that you can see the next one. And I will see you there.